All right, good evening. It is 10:10 in the evening on July 31st, on Saturday evening, on July 31st, 10:10 p.m. in California. And we're going to go over the quakes that have hit in our risk areas and such. Let's go to, first of all, the 5.7 over here in Greece. We had actually a 5.7 and a 5.7, 4.2, and a 4.7. So the largest quake was a 5.7 that just hit southeast of Athens. And we only have one forecast graph in the country of Athens, and that's this one right here. We had two peaks, one on the 31st in the morning and another one early on August 1st in the morning. This quake here, actually these quakes, these other two hit on the 31st, which was when this was peaking in here. And then this one here hit on the August 1st peak right here, the 5.7. So as you can see, back in our forecast a couple days back, we've been having this risk level coming to late 11 p.m. on the 30th, mostly on the 1st here. And this here is August 1st right there. And in our latest forecast for Greece was from early in the 31st to late in the 31st into the August 1st right there. And that's when these quakes hit, exactly as forecasted, the 31st and the 5.7 early on August 1st. All right, let's go to Japan. And that was the other area in our, if you look at our last video that we put out, the other one was for Japan. And you can see here, we had a 5.0 hit in northern Japan. Also, there was a 4.7 earthquake that hit down here southwest of Tokyo. On this peak and risk, which was right, this peak right here, which was the 31st into the 1st. And this quake here, you add 9 hours in Tokyo, occurred around 1 in the afternoon on the 31st, which is right about here. And the other quake hit at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon on the 31st, which is right about here. So right now it is in the afternoon of the 2nd right now, so we're moving toward here. So the risk level was peaking on the 31st and the 1st, and we had two significant earthquakes, a 4.7 southwest of Tokyo and a 5.0 north of Tokyo. All right, let's take a look at the individual forecast now, starting in Anchorage. And we have a very strong peak coming up. The last peak, there was a 8.2 that hit southwest, 500 miles southwest of Anchorage. And this here is a larger peak because it's most likely a quake that'll hit closer to Anchorage. And this there's a peak here late on the 1st of August. And the strongest peak comes at about 5 in the morning on August 2nd. And then another strong peak later in the day on August 2nd. You can see all these graphs over quakeprediction.com. And here's the 1st of August, 2nd of August, 3rd of August. So late in the 1st, there's a peak. And the strongest peak is in the morning of August 2nd. So watch for a significant earthquake. I would say a 5.0 larger is likely in the Anchorage area late on the 1st into August 2nd. So late on Sunday into Monday, looking for a strong earthquake in the Anchorage area. All right, now in California, there's a high risk. I believe, let me look at San Francisco real quick. Yeah, also on August 1st. So we're looking for a significant earthquake across California on August 1st, which is tomorrow, Sunday. Most of the graphs across California are indicating a strong peak in risk on August 1st in California. So here's Bakersfield, 100% risk at 1 p.m. in the afternoon on Sunday, and then another high risk on August 2nd. So August 1st is about 1 o'clock. And then in Coalinga, also on August 1st at 7 p.m. There's also high risk here in the afternoon as well. So you can check these out at quickprediction.com. Find the city that's closest to you and see the risk level. So this in Coalinga is at about 7 p.m. But there's very high risk most of the day tomorrow. So August 1st, high risk in Coalinga. El Centro down near the Salton Sea, not as high, 74% risk. Peaks at 9 o'clock in the morning on August 1st. Eureka, California, there's a peak at 11 p.m. in the evening, 61% on August 1st as well, 11 in the evening. And Hawaii, pretty quiet now for the next few days there. And Los Angeles also have that peak on August 1st. And you can see there's a peak here in the morning on August 1st and also in the evening. The highest risk is in the evening on August 1st, 100% risk at 9 p.m. And then in Reno, also very high risk on August 1st at 4 p.m., 87% in Reno. It looks like the highest risk is coming from San Francisco Bay down to Coalinga and Los Angeles, and then over to East Central. Here's the Ridgecrest forecast. You can see there's very high risk at 8 o'clock in the morning on August 1st, also on August 2nd, 5 in the morning. So pretty high risk across California tomorrow. Again, look at quickprediction.com to find the city that's closest to you. Salt Lake City, just a small peak here on the 2nd. And again, San Diego, high risk on the 1st of August at 1 p.m. High risk across most of California tomorrow, August 1st. So looking for a significant earthquake in California in on August 1st, which is tomorrow. Here's San Francisco, very high risk, 95% risk at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Also a high risk here, about 85% in the morning of August 1st. So it looks like a significant earthquake in California. The highest risk, I believe, should be between San Francisco and Ridgecrest and Los Angeles, somewhere most likely in West Central California. But then the risk during the day extends over to Ridgecrest and East Central California during the day on August 1st and August 2nd. Santa Maria, very high risk at 11 in the morning on August 1st. So definitely something strong earthquake. Magnitude is very difficult, but definitely high risk across California tomorrow in the morning in Santa Maria. And during the afternoon in, let's see, here's Ridgecrest, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then August 2nd as well. So between August 1st and August 2nd, looking for about a 5.0 larger in California. All right, Seattle, Washington, kind of quiet across there for now. And again, in Athens, Greece, we had that 5.7 and 4.7 and on these peaks here, and then the risk begins to taper off after that. And let's see what the other cities we have here. Then Iceland. Iceland, we've had some quakes southwest of Iceland with this peak here, late on the 31st into the 1st. And now we have a much higher peak coming up on August 3rd in the morning and the afternoon on August 3rd. So watch for that in Iceland. Indonesia, pretty strong risk coming up on August 4th. And Lima, Peru, there was a 6.1 earthquake that hit on July 30th. You can see that peak right there. It peaked at 100%. Let's take a look at that real quick. There was a over here, and you can see it right here. This was a 6.2 earthquake that hit northwest of Lima. And we'll zoom in on that here. Lima, Peru is right here. This is our forecast map or graph is for Lima. And this 6.2 hit northwest of Lima on the day when our risk was peaking at 100% risk. That 6.2 hit northwest of Lima. This peak here is coming up at 5 in the morning on August 2nd, 89%. All right, and then Tokyo, Japan is the risk is starting to taper off in Tokyo. And Sendai, the risk is still, see, it's in the afternoon. This is for August 1st in Sendai. So it's in the afternoon right now of the 1st of August. So still pretty high risk up near Sendai, Japan on August 1st. Once again in California, we have a peak in risk coming up on August 1st. Across California, there's different times when this risk reaches its highest level. In San Francisco, it's at 7 p.m. And in Los Angeles, it is at 9 p.m. But there's also, like in Santa Maria, there's a peak in the morning on August 1st. So please check out the graphs over at quakeprediction.com. Looking for a significant earthquake in California across between San Francisco and LA in the morning, and then the risk spreads across to East Central California and in Nevada on August 2nd. So the 1st and the 2nd over late on the 1st of August in East Central California and West Central Nevada. So looking for a significant earthquake in the California, Nevada area, August 1st and August 2nd, most likely in the morning on August 1st in West Central California, and then the risk spreads into East Central California and West Central Nevada on August 2nd, late on the 1st of August and in August 2nd. All right, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and we will keep you updated. This forecast model is very exciting. We've been working on many different forecast models. This one is very good at predicting almost the exact time the quake will hit. The magnitude is still difficult, but usually when you get when the risk gets up near 100%, you know something significant is about to happen. All right, we will talk to you after the earthquakes in California, most likely tomorrow night. And we'll talk to you later. Thanks.